What if the greatest weapon ever conceived to save a world? The light fades, and the horrifying truth is revealed. They did not prevent one apocalypse. They created 1,000. But in the calculus of survival, is brute force the only variable? Let us run the simulation. Let us witness the two futures that hang in the balance. Every extinction event begins as a whisper in the dark. Then, the whisper gets a name, detected by the planet's electronic eyes. Apophis-X, a name for a destroyer, a mountain of ancient rock. When measured against the titans of our own world, the scale becomes clear. And its path is not a matter of chance. The clock does not measure time. It measures the dwindling moments of an entire era. And so, humanity creates its own titans, not of flesh, but of steel and fire. Guardian 1, the mind of the mission, the cold, calculating brain that will guide the hand. Guardian 2, the hammer, the fist, the embodiment of brute force. And Guardian 3, the pulsar, the scalpel, a tool not of destruction. 3 prayers of fire, aimed at the heavens. 3 metal angels. They ascend on a pillar of controlled violence. They are now stars in their own right, racing against the orbital mechanics of their own demise. From a lone outpost of humanity, they leave the cradle behind. Ahead lies only the cold, the dark. The first strategy is unveiled. A plan born from fiction. Simple. The logic is seductive. To defeat a giant, you must break it. In theory, the enemy is cleaved in two. In theory, the world is saved. But the universe rarely follows a script. It has its own laws. And as the enemy grows larger, so does the terrifying realization that theory is about to collide with reality. The first lesson: the enemy is not what you thought it was. The hammer moves forward, an embodiment of humanity's faith in overwhelming force. The second lesson, and the most critical, the machine confirms the flaw in the logic. You cannot break what is already broken. The foundation of the plan begins to crumble before the first step is even complete. A landing on solid ground is a matter of engineering. The weapon is deployed, the very symbol of power and penetration. Technology versus physics, and in the arena of the cosmos. The simulation shows the truth. You cannot drill a hole in a sand. The first attempt ends not with a bang, but with a frustrated retreat. From a distance, the struggle is clear, a titan of technology. So, they adapt. They use a smaller violence to create a path for a larger one. A moment of progress. A single point of entry into the heart of the beast. Meter by meter, they push deeper, believing they are closer to salvation. The enemy pushes back, a reminder that this celestial body is not a passive target. The machines scream under the strain, reaching the very edge of their engineered limits. A breakthrough, a moment of perceived victory that seals their fate. The payload is delivered, the heart of a star. The package is armed, a point of no return built on a flawed assumption. The retreat is frantic. They can do nothing now but watch. "30 seconds to rewrite history. 30 seconds to seal the fate of a world. 10 seconds to a victory they believe is certain." The moment before the absolute stillness that precedes a universe-altering event. A man-made sun, born of hope and hubris in the silent dark. On Earth, the first signals are read as triumph. But the light fades, and the dream dies with it. This is not salvation. This is multiplication. One problem has become 10,000. And with a terrible alchemy, the weapon taints its own shrapnel. They did not disarm the bullet. On the map, the single red line of a monster is replaced by the swarm of 1,000 demons. How do you defend against 1,000 apocalypses at once? Each impact is its own catastrophe, a wave of water that can reshape continents, a scar on the land that will never heal, birthing a cloud that will block out the sun. The final outcome is not avoided. The horrifying perspective of the Creator. The hunters have now become the a desperate ballet of survival, dodging the very bullets they themselves have fired. The machine states the truth with cold, digital finality. The Hollywood ending is a tragedy. But what if we could rewind the mistake? What if there was another way? The hammer is set aside. The scalpel is brought forward, a change in tools. The approach is different, not of confrontation, but of proximity. The principle is elegant. You don't have to destroy the threat. The weapon is deployed not as a bomb, but as an engine. A calculated breath of fusion detonated at the perfect distance. So its wave of pure energy can gently but firmly. The asteroid becomes its own engine, firing a plume of its own body to alter its own destiny. A nudge, a whisper of force, almost imperceptible. The instruments confirm it. A change so small, it is almost a rounding error. Because in the mathematics of the cosmos, now, the mission is one of observation, to watch as their single. With every passing hour, the margin of safety grows. The red line of doom is erased from the board, replaced by the cool. And so, it passit, not with a bang, but with a silent. A threat that could have ended the world is reduced to a fleeting wish in the night sky. The two paths are laid bare, one of brute force and ruin. Sometimes, to defeat a monster, you do not need a bigger sword. You need a finer needle. The journey home begins, not just as survivors. True power is not the force to shatter. It is the wisdom to redirect. One thread has been removed from the board. One ghost has been laid to rest. But the void is not the only place where monsters sleep. What forces lie waiting in the deepest, most hostile environments on Earth? And what happens when our own relentless curiosity decides to provoke them? In the next simulation. We ask the question, what is the consequence of detonating our ultimate weapon in the deepest part of our own home? Can an explosion in the abyss trigger a wave that will wash the world clean? Thank you for watching! If this exploration of consequences earned your approval, show your support. And join us, so you do not miss the next chapter in our library of calculated disasters. We will see you in the next simulation.